Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Thank you for joining me for another episode of AEW Dark. We got a short elevation. We did a couple things, mostly just trying to figure out some combos here, trying to see if we can get Silas Young to perform better. I really feel like he should have a higher rating. So I was kind of curious to see if we can boost him some capacity, see how within that group, how he gonna look. And also just trying to see Butcher and the Blade, how they stack right now in the save, and if we could do something with them at a later point. Let's go ahead and check out this week's elevation. So we start off with just a simple Lena segment. I just wanted to trying to get her one, better at her gimmick, two, as much popular as we can. We're going to cram her on these because we only have like this week in the save. This week is all we have left in order to actually beat this objective, because she needs to be a star by the end of Rampage. I don't know if we're going to get there. So I'm trying to throw her some bones, trying to see if she can do something. So we give her a promo. She actually does okay. 51 is not bad. Her promo skills are not fantastic, but overall it's not horrible. Over 50 for us is okay, so I'm fine with that. We have Roosh versus Marco Stunt. I just want to see what Marco Stunt was about in terms of in-ring performance, as well as to give Roosh a win. You know, he had a big loss losing the TNT title, so I kind of wanted to give him a bit of an opportunity to have a win and have it on Dark, because I just don't see it happening on Dynamite anytime soon. We got to rotate some other people in on Dynamite probably, so Roosh can take a bit of a back seat after his loss for the TNT Championship. He might challenge again for Keith Lee as a rematch. I'm not sure yet what direction I want to go with that. I definitely want Keith Lee to kind of be a fighting champion, so I think we're going to probably bring a lot of one-time deals in, see if there's people that are currently free agents that become interesting, that we can have, interesting matches on, and then find a challenger that would be a really interesting challenge for him. So that's kind of the plan. For Roosh, he's taking a bit of a back seat. He's going to be kind of the strong man in the family. They're not going to break up from this. They're just kind of hurt a little bit. So we have that kind of dynamic, and I'm probably going to give him more wins on Dark just to boost him up on the ratings a little bit. In terms of in-ring performance, he did fantastic. 60 is great. Marcus Stunt definitely was the weak link in the match. It was good to know they actually had a great chemistry. So if we could ever boost Marcus Stunt up, maybe not a bad option here. We got the School, Buddy Matthews, Bobby Fish versus Mike and Matt Sydal, the Sydal brothers, who we have currently down in developmental, working AEW Dark, just giving them some opportunity to kind of do some stuff. And this match is okay. 58's not anything to shake a stick at, but it's also not really bad. It's a pretty good middle of the pack. It's kind of what I would expect from a low card, mid card. It's good to know that we could probably put the Sydal brothers in the situation here and get a decent performance. Mike Sydal definitely the weak link of the bunch here. He's got a 36. It's a little low. It's a little bit of a problem for us in terms of just really having a difference in skill set of almost over 10 points actually of his brother. That becomes a bit of a problem if we ever want to deal with them. But we might bring them back more on Elevation, maybe just to boost them up a little bit. We still have them down in developmental, but it's free to just bring and borrow people onto shows. So one of the great advantages of having your own developmental is you just bring them up for a night. Whenever you want to use them, send them back down. As long as you're not really using them for a storyline, it doesn't really matter that much. And they'll still get those performances. They'll still get those benefits, and they'll get the eyes on them. So in this situation, we might bring them up more. Overall, it's not too bad. Matt Sydal actually had a better performance than Bobby Fish. We did lean this into a high spots based matchup. Wanted to see in at least Matt's environment what's the best he could do. So it's a little disappointing to see that in a high spots environment, the best he could pull out in terms of in-ring performance, based on his popularity, based on his skill set, was only a 49. Buddy Matthews, though, looking great at 63. I think if we play him upright, we continue at the school, he could be a really legitimate upper mid-carder or main eventer at some point for us. And the segment itself, 58, it's not too bad. Afterwards, we have Silas Young out there, and he offers Matt Sydal an option to join the school. Says, you've always been underutilized, underappreciated, and, the school is always open. Why don't we could teach you and you could teach others what it means to really be a legitimate threat. Matt Sydal refuses because he's a good guy, and for that good deed, he gets punished by getting ganged up on by Buddy Matthews and Bobby Fish, who beat the crap out of him. So, building up just sort of the school's open, right? So they're looking for new people. It kind of leaves us open for finding a person that really fits the mold for a leader that could be really strong. We might have to look at a Ring of Honor at some point and see if there's maybe somewhere from the Ring of Honor pool that could really be interesting to pull up from. Remember, for the school, we're really looking for somebody that's a veteran, somebody that's older, so like 35 or older, right? They're not a young stud. They're maybe falling towards past their prime, but very talented, but never really appreciated in the mainstream. Some people have mentioned something like EC3. I don't know about that, but we're still on the hunt to find somebody. We do want somebody that's a really strong worker, is going to get in some great results for us, and we're looking for somebody that is going to be a decent talker. I would like somebody maybe better than Silas Young to kind of lead the microphone work. In this segment, which we had Buddy Matthews and Bobby Fish as fighting, we had Matt Sydal selling, and we had Silas Young on the microphone, end up with a 52, which is a little underwhelming for where we want a main show segment rating to be. We got Butcher and Blade versus 2.0. It's fine. Yeah, this kind of was my concern, just that Blade's at a 50, Butcher's at a 47. I think we might keep them on Dark and just maybe do some more matches with them. Give them a more dominance kind of a thing going on. It's good. Like, they got great chemistry. Bunny did good work ringside, got the crowd buzzing. Overall, though, just a little, I don't know, 50 and 47 is a little weak for what we kind of want out of them. So that's a bit of a problem. But maybe we can develop them into something a little more dominant. I would like to maybe boost them up, get them out of the party family office, and maybe do a storyline in the new year with them that can maybe break them off into their own thing. And we have Jade Cargill versus Emi Sakura. Jade has 37. Emi had a 23. Not very good for either. Jade, we're trying to give her matches to build her up more. I think we might need to send her down to developmental to develop faster. I also have to make sure see if she's in our Nightmare Factory training school so she can really develop faster. But I know she is QT Marshall's protege, so she is getting training from there. So that is definitely good, but not where we want her to be by any stretch of the imagination. So that's a little concerning. What did we get for our final show finish? 94 people there. 43, not great. Not fantastic there, but for what it is, I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's definitely our undercard needs some work, and that's definitely a problem for us. But anyways, that was Elevation. So thank you for joining for another episode of AEW Dark. Let me know if you guys have good ideas on who we can bring in for the school, someone that fits those criteria, really be interested in finding somebody that fits perfectly. Maybe somebody from Ring of Honor would be a good candidate, but don't know yet where we want to go with it. But I do have I have a couple candidates, I think, but I'd like to hear what you guys think. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time for another episode of AEW Dark.